Hi, folks. My name is Rob Dunphy. And let me see. Let's get to the bottom of it. I wanted to run for president. I need many people to put my name on the ballot for president. I am disabled. I need at least seven operations. At least. But I want to change America around. Roosevelt was disabled. He was in a wheelchair. Remember that. President Roosevelt, was in a wheelchair. I just need my right arm fixed, my right knee fixed. It also has a cyst in the back of the knee. I did have 7 strokes, 8 heart attacks, 1 in the hospital. That they let me go in the hospital. One of the ladies that was, this was a couple of years ago, saying that she knew me. Well, I didn't know her. She was new. I knew all the old timers, in fact. And I didn't know her at all. And she sent me home sick. That has to stop in every hospital. And every hospital has to give to us Americans. No co-payments at all. Seeing a doctor, getting checked by like x-rays or MRIs, that has to go. No co-payments for no one. You live in America, you get things without a copay. You see a doctor, no copay. Now, if you don't like it, hey, there's the door. Go back to your own country. They practice here. They're not from the country. Great. If they're expecting a copay from not a rich person and they want to be rich, go back to your own country. That's what I say. I'm not biased. I'm not biased at all. That goes for any American doctor. Now, as for our warships, our police force in the cities, our insurances like Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. Okay, we're going to have to put no surpluses on anyone. Now, if you're rich, that's something. You have to pay a copay if you're rich. Now, if I was rich, hey, fine. No problem. But if you're rich, you have to pay a copay. Or you have to pay your own insurance if you're rich. Now, I want to make it equal. Everything I want to make equal here in America. Everything. I don't want nobody paying toll bridges, going back and forth in Manhattan. You have to pay a toll on the roadway? No. We got to get rid of that. This is America. Everybody has a dream when they come. That dream I want everybody to fulfill. But I want things to be equal. Pay raises, I want up to $25 an hour. Even more. Make it $36 an hour. McDonald's, you're working for McDonald's? $36 an hour. You're working for J.C. Penney or something? $36 an hour. Okay? With benefits. Now, we're still living in a pandemic. Everybody's getting the COVID-19 and this H something that's out there. Health comes first. We have the technology to heal the body, and it's out there. I have a military cousin, I can't say, I have a couple of friends in the military, and we have the technologies to, without even going into the body, they could fix it. We need to get that technology to fix our bodies up. Not be on an operation table waiting for a surgeon to fix your leg or fix your arm or fix your foot. No, we need the technology to come out now. Now, as for the being going all electric, let's put it this way. If there's a snowstorm outside and you have kids and you have all electric in your house and you're living in Chicago or you're living in Boston or you're living in New York and you need to cook something and your electric is out, then what? You got no generator. Do you? Yes or no? What's the question? What's the answer to that? There'll be no electric for the kids to eat on the table for breakfast. They'll be sick going to school. Do we want that? No. We're not ready to go with electric. Not even electric cars. If you look at the data out there, these electric cars, the batteries are exploding. Every time you look at your newspaper, what do you see? A car exploded. Just like at the border from the U.S. and Canada, a car exploded. Why? Don't know. They're still investigating, I guess. But we gotta limit the electric cars. Hey, hybrids I could go with. Electric cars, no. If you're stuck on the freeway, wait a minute. We need to get the recharged. There's no recharge stations all over the place. You're going to have to stay in a hotel to get your car charged for 5 hours. Are you willing to do that? Going here from New York to California? Well, let's talk about that. The electric versus gas. No, we got to stay with gas for now. I can see going solar. Solar is fine. But then again, you have a snowstorm. There's no sun around for maybe a week or two. What do? You can't pull the plug on the electric company. You got to remain with gas and oil yet. They have to. There's got to be other ways. Like somebody came out with the what? With the internet. With the FiOS. Right? How did they get that technology? How did they build the stealth fighter? Think about that. We had the technology to do a lot of things. And we had to do it now. We could build... Okay, listen. We could build Star Trek ships. I like Star Trek. We need to build them. Now. We could build Battlestar Galactica. We could build it now. I am into space. And we're going to build it. We don't need the funding. We could do it. We could build a better and bigger space station. Like the one in Star Trek. Or the one that they have in Space Odyssey or something. We have to build them now. We got to put our footprints and live on Mars too. Unless we're doing that with the Space Force. I believe we are. We have bases. We're sharing them with China, and China's sharing them with us. Other nations are up there too. With our Space Force. And other alien species. I believe we are. There's no more hiding it. They have to come out with the truth. Like the reptilian that was at the ball with a news ball or something like that with Obama. Going with his head back and forth. Anybody that going like that will get dizzy and fall to the ground. A doctor could tell you. Okay? So, first, Social Security will be saved. Medicare will be saved. And other things will be saved. Those are the top priorities. As for patrolling the waters in the ocean, we're free. Just think, who gave us this land? Who gave us? We're renting it. We're only renting out space. The ocean is free to everyone. We're human beings. We have to get along with each other. If you can't, I told you, build a ship. Build a couple of ships to get out of planet Earth and live somewhere else. There's other planets out there, but you got to share it with the alien species. Maybe the dinosaurs or something. I don't know. If you don't want fights, build ships. We could do this together. We don't need to live on the Earth. Now we have all this technology. We could just go off on our separate ways. We're a human race. In AD, Mars was over here at some point. They were coming and going, coming and going. As for Brad Wright, the writer and producer of Stargate SG-1, the series, I like that series, he had it right on the nose, including Spielberg with Close Encounters of the Third Kind. He had it right on the ball. We have the Stargate. We have plenty of Stargates, and they should not be cemented at all. That cement should come down. If I'm president, that cement should come down, no matter what. As for Air Force One, I would not use Air Force One. Believe me. I would make sure it's downgraded. But hey, it's up to whatever they want to do with the plane and the budget. Now, as for the money in banks, we need to turn things around. Like I said, we have to make things equal. And the currency has to change. Save your coins, save your pennies. That would be obsolete. Sell it on eBay or something. Or sell it on Amazon or something. Amazon, the maker, the person that had Amazon before was great. You could sell things like a candy bar or something. Now you can't. Oh, wait a minute. Before you sell it, you got to talk to manufacturer who sells the candy bars to get permission. What is that? Now, those who are selling on Amazon right now, I think you should stop the selling on Amazon altogether. Getting permission from what? The company? Give me a break. You're finding your old shoes or something in a closet or something, and you're just selling it. That's all. You're keeping yourself busy. You guys got to think about that. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I put my name, Robert Dunphy, for president for 2024. Things will change. You're going to keep your gas guzzlers. No more paying for tolls at the bridge. No more paying for rides on the bus. No more getting a traffic ticket for riding a motorcycle. I never rode a motorcycle. No, I did. I did. Take that back. I liked it. No more getting a license. You need a driver's license for a moped? Give me a break. And insurance? No. That has to go. As for the police departments, everybody needs a raise. And everybody needs new cars. Except for the electric cars. Hybrids, yes. Everybody needs new cars at the police departments and a really good, solid paycheck. I say $6,000 a week, even more for the police department and fire department, nurses, health workers. law enforcement and the people protecting us from criminals, corrections need raises. I say let's make it even. $7,000 every 2 weeks. I think that would sound great for everyone. That goes for buses and sanitation. Now, as for the COVID-19, I like to know the ingredients in these shots, how long they last. We got the technology out there, medical technologies we need to bring out in the open. And to fix our whatever that needs to be fixed on our bodies. And we need to go outside the realm, the earth. Now, not later. Now, Donald Trump is old. Biden is old. Harris is not old. You want somebody in there young. Hey, I'm not perfect. Getting gray hair, but I'm not in my 60s. You know? As for China, I'll deal with China. I deal with Japan. I will deal with the China Sea. I'll sit on the China Sea on their reef. It belongs to everybody, the reef. We're taking up space. That's all we're doing. There's only one owner. He's upstairs. That's only one owner upstairs that owns the ocean. We don't own the ocean. China doesn't own the ocean. The Philippines don't own the ocean. We need to share it. We need to share the reef. Now, as for president, I promise you I'm going to sit on that reef. The Belgian president, can say anything he wants. I'm going to stroll in. I don't want no guns pointing at me. I don't want anyone pointing a gun at me. I'm going to sit on those rocks and take the sun with a doctor or a nurse or whatever. I'll make that promise to everybody. I respect the president in China. I respect the president in Thailand. I want everybody to vote for me. College is free, by the way. No more paying bills on college. Free cab rides to your college. And if you want to make a business, no paying loans back. You don't need to. We're going to do away with paying anything back. Loan forgiveness, just put your name there. Your loan is forgived. And my presidency is going to be long and sweet. And as for the hostages, I want to say to the Hamas, Israel, the Hamas, look, build your own communities. That's what it would say. Let the hostages go. Whatever the hostages. We're living on one planet, so let them free. As for Israel, let the Palestinians go free from your jails. Don't keep anybody in. The justice system stinks in both your areas. Let them free. And get along with each other. Stop dropping bombs. Don't kill each other. It's not worth it. Killing loved ones. Is it? Stop the war in Ukraine. Mr. Putin, this is for you. Released Paul Whelan. He's in your prison. Release him. Do you need an old guy working in the fields of a camp? A prison camp? Come on. What did the guy do to you? Release him. I don't think he was a spy. Come on now. I want to see the proof. You didn't say any proof. I think you're a double, that's for sure. Release Paul Whelan, whoever you are. I don't think you were Putin. That's for sure, because I saw Putin's photos, including when he was fishing with no shirt on and also horseback riding. You're not Putin. Release Paul Whelan and others you have in your prison being held. Release him. As for the Ukraine president, God bless you. And let's shake hands with the Russian troops over there and get along. Drop your weapons. I'm asking the Russians to drop their weapons and rebuild the Ukraine for the Ukrainians. Ukrainians are part of Russian. They're Russian. So why kill your own people? Does that make sense? You're killing your own people, and the Russians were living in Russia. You're living in the Ukraine. There was families there from Russia. So come on now. Stop this nonsense with this war. As for Putin, the double that's playing Putin, leave. Stop threatening with nuclear weapons. You want it to destroy the world? Do it. Go ahead. Nobody's going to be living. There'll be a little speck on the little dot in space. And for what? For what? Does that make sense? Stop the wars. We don't need any wars. As for Iran, stop going after boats. Please. Stop it. I want to just take your time, and everybody want to sit down. Today's Sunday. Pray. Go to church. That's a mandatory thing. I want everybody to go to church. And pray for nice weather. Pray that we get lots of warm weather here in New York. Like in the 40s, 60s, 70s. Hey, that'll be great. Keep it nice and warm for us. I say to God, we got to say thank you to him. He died on the cross for us. Remember that. I don't care what languages and what religion you are. Same thing. He died on the cross for us. We need to show some respect and pray in church. Thank you. God be with you. And please, vote for me for president, Rob Dunphy. As for the zoning, I want to say one more thing. As for the zoning laws here in Queens, Brooklyn, and wherever you are, those zoning laws are meant to be enforced. As for the building department, they need to go. We have to put another program in and bring down these houses that they build. Oh, wait a minute. It's supposed to be 3 floors. They built 4 floors. Now that has to go. If you see a building, I understand a building was shaking or I don't know. I heard vibrating or something. I don't know. If you see that, okay, lock it up. Lock up the building. You know? As for the agents that want to turn their backs, fire them. Because they were not there seeing the building shake or something vibrating or something. We gotta remember your the present or the past events that happened. Because you didn't see it, it didn't happen. You understand? It's like, wait a minute. The wall was seen shaking. I didn't see it, and all of a sudden, 4 or 5 days later, the wall is down. Now, if you hear it from witnesses, shut it. Shut it down, take it down, rebuild it, or leave it. Lock it up. The zoning laws are meant to be abide by here in New York. That's going to be mandatory. And if you steal electric from Con Ed or other electric company, you're not going to get your electric back on. There was one such person that did it here in South Ozone Park, and they get away with it. Hey, if it was me or somebody else, we'd go to jail. Now that's a no-no. Now those people are not going to get away with it. I'm pretty sure they're not going to get away with it. Like I said, I'm president. Things would change. As for people that they're supposed to show your license to an officer, you do that. You listen to the officer. Not go against the officer. If you think he's having a problem with you, then you call a supervisor. That's all. Anyway, have a great holidays that are coming up. And like I said, vote for me 2024 for president. Rob Dunphy. Email address is USFLAG2006@AOL.com. Put me down. Let me know if you're going to vote for me. Let's get in that office. Thank you. Bye now.